Well, hello, everybody. Now, this kind of falls into the people are not really sure what's going on situation. This is not just animal stuff, this is just like around the world. There have been a lot of farms that have gone up in flames, a lot of explosions at factories, a lot of chickens that have a certain type of disease that's killing them, and that's why the egg costs are going up and all that stuff. This is not a politics channel. But when I saw this, I thought, I didn't even think about the fact that when this explosion happened and this farm blew up, 18,000 plus cows died in this fire in Texas. That's a lot of cows. I love cows. I don't know who doesn't love cows. They're smart, for the most part, But we look at them as they're definitely not dumb animals, and there's a lot of back and forth between factory farming and which I'm not for factory farming. If I could, I would have a couple of cows on my own farm, and I would do it all myself, and I would make sure the animals are taken care of very well. But that's just not feasible for most people. I understand that there is we live in a society where not everyone can have their own farm, and so it is necessary to have situations like this where there are a lot of animals on one farm, and it is used to produce for all the things we do. I understand that, but this is ridiculous. What may be the deadliest barn fire ever involving cows occurred Monday evening at the South Fork Dairy Farm near Dimmitt, Texas. While there were no human fatalities, the number of cows believed to have perished in the fire estimated to be in the thousands. The cause of the explosion and fire are under investigation by Texas State Fire Marshal's Office. As part of the statement sent to WAN by the Castro County Sheriff's Office at 7:21 p.m., the Castro County Sheriff's Office 911 dispatch received 8 911 calls about an explosion and fire at the South Fork Dairy Farm. Multiple 911 calls were received, blah, 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 blah. So, no one died. No people died. But an estimated 18,000 plus cows perished in the blaze. If that number is indeed correct, this will be by far the deadliest barn fire for cattle since we began tracking barn fires in 2013. That's it? 2013. I would think it would be going on a lot longer than that, but I guess not. Nearly 6.5 million farm animals have perished in barn fires since 2013, according to AWI analysis. These devastating numbers, which likely do not even represent the full scale of the problem, serve as an urgent reminder to the industry to prioritize fire safety and prevention on farms. No federal laws in the United States specifically protect farm animals from barn fires. Only a few states have adopted the National Fire Protection Association Fire and Life Safety and Animal Housing Facilities Code. Jesus Christ, make an acronym for that. What in the hell is that? National Fire Protection Association's Fire and Life Safety and Animal Housing Facility Codes. Try saying that 5 times fast. That is ridiculous. Which establishes safety requirements for animals in barns and other types of housing. Texas has not adopted the code, according to NFPA's database. Yeah, to an extent, I can understand why Texas wouldn't. Texas is one of those states, kind of like Florida, where we're kind of like, we're going to do our own thing. Which, in this case, doesn't seem like such a good idea. That's really all there is on this. So basically, just like all these other situations where all these facilities are exploding around the country, no one knows anything about it. No one knows why it happened. There's not going to be an explanation. It's just going to be swept under the rug. And how much do you want to bet that people are going to forget this ever happened in a couple of weeks? Shoot, I forgot this even happened, and I heard about this a couple days ago. How many of you guys have heard about this, before I said anything? Comment down below if you have. It is 18,000 cows. Now, that seems like a lot, but I don't know how many cows we have here in the United States. How many meat cows are in the U.S.? So 31,157,600 beef cows as of January 2021. That is in the United States. And, you know, places like Brazil also produce a lot of cattle. But, I mean, obviously we want to get as much as we can from within. Florida has a lot of beef. That's one thing that people don't realize about Florida as well, is that the word cracker originally came from the cowboys cowboys originally came from Florida. And it was all about the cattle industry. And it was about the cracking of the whip on the cattle as they did cattle drives here in Florida. There are a few examples of that. You know, some people think it has a different meaning. That's the meaning I always heard, and that's there's a few museums and stuff, like historical places you can go to where they explain that. But anyway, so the American South has a ton of cattle, but Texas has a ton of ranches and a ton of farms and 18,000 heads of cattle. I mean, it sounds like the whole place went down. I don't even know. It doesn't even say whether it was the entire place that burnt down. Like, tragic news as massive explosion ends. Like, it doesn't even say how many cattle actually lived here. Which is crazy. Let's see. South Fork dairy explosion. I wonder what it says on any other places, because this is, let's see, ruled as accidental. About 6 miles southwest of Amarillo. Okay, so it says officials say the fire was a result of a failure of a piece of equipment used by the dairy on a daily basis. Castro County Sheriff Sal Rivera says investigators determined the fire originated in the northern end of the dairy, specifically pen number 3. There was no evidence of foul play. In Texas, the state fire marshal's office and I want to reassure everyone that this was not the result of any type of terroristic attack or any type of event caused to interrupt the milk supply. This was a tragic accident that unfortunately critically injured one person and caused the death of over 17,000 cattle. Oh, so this was a dairy farm. Well, it didn't. So, if that many cows, was that the whole thing? Again, this is like a nothing article. This is the whole article right here. Last updated April 17th. So this was updated days ago. It was published on the 17th. Okay, so what? No, there's no other information on this? Daily Reporter. Let's see what these guys have to say. Is there's any other information on it? So they are dairy cows. So the South Fork fire is the deadliest since records began in the last 10 years. AWI, blah, 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 amongst 24. So yeah, it doesn't give any more information on how many cows are held in this place. Oh, okay, here we go. There are about 19,000 cows on the site, according to reports. So basically, 10 to 20,000 cattle survived, but most of them died in the fire. That sucks. That sucks. Well, how many dairy cows are there? 9.4 million, so way less than meat cows. So, well, dang. If your milk goes up a little bit, you know a probable reason why. And milk's already expensive. That's sad. About 99% of the U.S. milk supply participates in the farm animal care. dairy farms that do work to meet and maintain the standards included in the program, including a written emergency action crisis plan to effectively manage emergencies of crisis that may occur. Fires and other common emergencies on the farm are expected to be addressed in this emergency action plan. Okay, well, seems like this farm didn't participate in making sure this kind of stuff didn't happen, and that there's no other information. So basically, well, there was an accident, a bunch of cows blew up, sucks to suck. That's basically what all these are saying. Well, let me know what you think down below. Have you heard about this before I made this video? And if you have, what's your thoughts on all of these places blowing up and then kind of just getting pushed under the rug? Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one.